What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, because we haven't seen the stats for a while, I just thought I'd quickly put them up on the screen here. Vikings and the Snipers looking pretty good. They got 2 players each in the top 5 for the batting. And as we quickly shoot across to the bowling, we can see that Nadeem, an all-rounder, he is actually the top wicket taker along with Wright. Both players, I believe, making their debut in Cliffy's Champions League this season. So well done to them so far. But enough about that. Let's get into the games. First of all, we're starting off with the Sharks. Second versus last. And the wicket takers, they're not completely out of it yet, but only 4 games left to go. So they almost need to win every game from here to basically see them into the top 4. The Sharks, however, they'll be looking to almost bank on a top 4 place with a win in this game here. So let's go. Let's get straight into it. And we're starting off... Sorry, on 20%. It started on that straight away. That's very strange. I thought normally it was quite a lot higher than that. I think normally we start on 30, actually. I can never remember. It's real strange. I do these videos every week, and I just cannot remember the percent speed, the sim speed that we do them at. I'm pretty sure it's 30. I don't know. It could be 20. Maybe it is 20. Hang on. I think it is 20. I honestly think it's 20. But anyway, we're going to stick at 20 because that seems to be working quite well. 30 was quite fast. In the meantime, we have seen 3 wickets fall. Made that 4 wickets fall. So Allen's got a couple. He got Lickley's second ball of the game. Turnbull and Russell put on a good wee partnership. 60 off 84 and 69 off 68 respectively. But now, you know, a few wickets have fallen and it has really turned this game a little bit on its head. Josh Buttler, he's doing well. This is something we haven't seen a lot this season from the, I guess, the wildcard player, Josh Buttler. He has gone and picked up a 50. Thomas going a little bit slow, but still 5 overs left to go and 240 on the board already. So this is going to be a very competitive score, you would have to say, for the Sharks coming in first. And it is going to be 272. I think Josh Buttler finished with about 90 odd. So that is a very good effort from him. But in the meantime, the wicket takers, they have got off to an incredible start. Kitchen Fitz, he's going for 10s at the moment, which is very, very surprising. Normally one of the Sharkies' better bowlers. So just like that, we have seen a bowling change already as the 50 partnership has come up in very quick time. Going at, I think, just under 6 so far. Dan Barnes, he's picked up a 50 just like that there in Warner. He's not too far behind, but he does go Kitchen Fitz. He's been expensive today. He's gone for 63, going at 7s, but he has picked up a wicket, and that is what the Sharks needed. The Sharks need wickets here from this situation because the wicket takers, from the start that they've gone and got off to, Dan Barnes, he's still in there. He's still going great guns, and Ellington's come in, the captain, and is providing very good support, going at just under a run a ball. But at the stage of the game that they are at, it's all they need. Pookie's gone and Barnes is gone. So again, 2 quick wickets, and that's what really changed things around for the wicket takers as well in the Sharks innings, was those quick wickets. So if it can happen again, 272 is definitely not out of it. Only 70 runs needed in the last 12 overs. So that is definitely makeable, and just really need something to come into effect. But I think it is going to be the wicket takers that are going to take this one out easily. Bennett gets a little bit of a consolation wicket, I guess you would say, but the wicket takers win by 6 wickets. And the good thing about that for them as well is it is a very good win by 6 wickets and just over 4 overs left to go. So that's going to be very good for the net run rate. Not so good for the Sharks, who drop back down to a negative net run rate, which could really affect them heading in to the semi-finals when they do come along. Next up, we've got the Sledging Cyclones and the Shredders, 2 new teams battling it out for the second time in this tournament. Both only separated by 2 points, and that is how close things are at the moment. Even though wicket takers did pick up that win, they are still bottom, but they are now basically within touching distance. If results go their way next time around, they could finish up in 4th. Enough chit-chat. Sledging Cyclones, Shredders. It is the Cyclones who are batting first. And what is up with openers today going out and just being absolutely explosive? We haven't seen that all tournament really, but Harper has gone for 20 off 17. Livingston gets him bowled. But it is just crazy. We haven't really seen, I mean, we've seen players obviously going at good strike rates. I think we had, I can't remember who it was, but someone had a 50 off about 20 balls in one of the games. Just absolutely exploded out of the blocks. But it is very strange. Today we have had a lot of guys that have been going at very, very quick pace. We've lost another wicket as well. Harden is gone. He went for 30 to bench boy. And at the moment, I'd have to say this game is very much in the balance, heading in to the halfway stage. 2 for 118. I probably would put the Cyclones ahead just because they have obviously only lost those 2 wickets, and they do bat very deep, as we have seen in the past. Smith's gone. He's carrying on his good tournament. I think he was the second, possibly highest run scorer. I'm not too sure. But he has moved on past 50. He's on 70 odd now. And as I said, you've got to be careful with the sledging Cyclone side. You've got to continue to keep taking wickets because they do bat very, very deep. There has been a bit of a double blow, triple blow, quadruple blow. 4 wickets just like that? I don't know. But still, this does look like a pretty good score from the Cyclones. And they are a very unpredictable side because remember, only a few all-rounders in there, no bowlers, majority of batsmen. But how often have we seen this season that they have gone on to record wins? 252, I believe, is what the Shredders are chasing, and not the greatest of starts. Tahinga is gone. And again, we see an opener going out there and scoring at over 100 strike rate to start off with. And Sid Kumar, he's carrying on the form as well. He is going at over 100. So 252, I believe, as I just said, is the total that is being chased here. Which, again, it's looking like it is going to be a very, very close game. Hashim Amla, he's gone and past 50. That's what you need in these chases, especially getting towards the back end of the season. You need your wildcard players, your captains, and your key players to really stand up and make themselves counted. And that is what is happening here today. A great partnership between these two. Saying that, though, the Cyclones were at a very similar position when it came to wickets in hand and runs on the board at this stage. But we have seen Amlar gone and post 100. We have also seen Kumar post a 50 as well. So Harden has got Amlar, but the damage may already be done. 109 off 118. And a few wickets here could go and obviously turn things back in the favour. Harden's got his second, so he's 2 for 57 off 9. And Kumar's really just playing that anchor innings, and you are going to see, we have seen it before in this season. He has played the anchor innings. He has actually managed to go. I missed it, but he has managed to go and pick himself up 100. Amlar, man of the match, 109 off 118. You can't fault Kumar either. The captain played a very sensible knock, the anchor knock. 101 not out off 112 deliveries, which sees the Shredders pick up a win, which sees them move up above the sledging Cyclones. We now have 4 teams on 12 points. The Royal Hiney do still have a game in hand. They are coming up against the Snipers. And this is a game that should be fairly interesting because the Snipers, the Snipers have had a very indifferent season, if I had to come up with, I guess, a word about how their season's gone so far. They did struggle early on and then went on a very good winning streak. And they are one of those teams that, they can just do anything. If they get it right on paper on the day, they can go and get it there. And I don't know what it is today. Today must be aggressive opener day or something, because 39 off 31 for Frost. He's gone to Clapperton, and Clapperton got McCullum as well for 24 off 29. But how often have we seen, if those two go down or one of those two goes down, we've got either 3 or 4 for this Royal Hiney side who do stand up and make it count and really do go and pile the pressure on, pile the runs on. And Clapperton, he's having a field day. 3 for 30 off 7 overs. And he really has been, I guess, the shining light so far. But then again, Dale has just come in, picked up his 3rd. So he's got 3 in very quick succession. And all of a sudden, Royal Hiney really were cruising along. But to lose those 3 wickets just like that very, very quickly has really gone and changed this game on its head a little bit. I think another couple here and the Royal Hiney could be dead and buried very early on in this game. But good wee partnership being put on at the moment by Champion and Taylor. Champion is actually moving towards, would you believe it, a 50. He doesn't quite get there. Vanderberg gets him for 45, and then Taylor's gone for 26, but a very well made 26 nonetheless. And because of that partnership there and this partnership at the end, we are actually going to see the Royal Hiney bat out their 50 overs. They are going to get to 246, which is still competitive. And once again, Henry has just put on, the fact that it is aggressive opener day. Another opener who is scoring at over 100 strike rate. It has slowed down a little bit now. Lapakis has done it as well. That guy, he's been scoring runs for fun too. I think he was actually second on the run scoring list behind, I can't quite remember who it is, but he has gone for 50, but again, it is off less than 50 balls. So he's gone to Taylor for 50 off 44, and now we've got the captain and the wild card both in. The wild card has gone, Peterson. He has been LBW by Wright for 21, who has, I think that takes him to 16 wickets for the season. Make that 17, because he's just gone and got Dale as well. And this game, I think, is going to be really, really close. Obviously, 246, I believe, is what is being chased. And you know, at this stage, it really could go either way. So there's about, 17 overs left and about 100 runs left to get. Still 6 wickets left in hand. And it is really going to take the Royal Hiney some wickets. They really do need some wickets to slow things down here. Otherwise, we are heading towards a very, very tense finish in the final 10 overs. Irie's gone, I think, for 32, or maybe it was Darcy who went for 39. One of them went first. But I think it is going to be some very good bowling towards the end that may see the Royal Hiney sneak up. This is going to be close. It is going to be close. The snipers actually get up. Oh my God. With just 5 balls left to go, 4 wickets left in hand, Dale getting the man of the match. I thought he really did turn it around. Those 3 quick wickets that he did get of the Royal Hiney really did change the complex of the game. So he finished with 3 for 56. Lapaki's carrying on his good form, another 50. But just like that, Royal Hiney, they stay on 12 points. So that means heading into the final game of the round, we have the top 4 teams just separated by run rate. The Snipers have jumped. They were, where were they? They were 7th. They are now up to 5th, and they're only 2 points behind. If they did manage, if things stayed the way they did, guaranteeing that the Boundary Bashers and the Vikings game is close, one of them is going to go to 12, obviously. But the Snipers could potentially, if things go their way and they have one of the later games in the next episode, they could possibly look at being close to the top of the table, which is crazy to think. If you look back, 4 or 5 weeks ago, you would have said there is no way the Snipers are making it into the top 4. Now they're a very, very good chance of making it into there. But this game here as well, this is a huge game for both teams. Boundary Bashers and Vikings currently in 6th and 7th, but they are only 2 points away from the top. If the Boundary Bashers can win this one, I believe, if my calculations are correct, they will go top of the table as well. So that is how close this tournament is going. The Boundary Bashers are batting first. And honestly, we have 4 weeks left to go, including today. The next 3 weeks are going to be some tense games. Basically, every game for most teams is going to be a must-win. And Illingworth, has this guy got a ball on the string or what? He's taken 3 for 26. He's got rid of the top 3 just like that. And Jones is gone as well. This is not what the Boundary Bashers wanted. This is not the start they wanted. Remember, a win today would have seen them gone top, I believe, if my calculations are correct, which they may or may not be. It is a Sunday. Give me a chance. It is my day off. Brain's not really working too well. But, oh my God, what are we seeing here? This is a monumental collapse that we have seen from the Boundary Bashers. And the thing about this is, going into this game, the Boundary Bashers' net run rate was fairly decent. And with this, it's looking like it is going to be a very heavy loss unless we can, unless the Boundary Bashers pull something completely out of their hat. But Muscat, those figures before that over, 3 overs, 2 maidens, 1 run for 1 wicket. And Wade, we have to go back and obviously talk about him as well, because he did pick up 3 very quick wickets as well. But these two here, these 2 bowlers, even though it may not be enough, what this is doing for the Boundary Bashers, it is helping their net run rate. They're obviously playing through their 50 overs. They're going to get up towards, I'd say, about, they've got 185 on the board, so there's still something potentially for them to go and bowl at. Maybe the pitch we're playing on today isn't very good, because Lowe is gone. He's picked up 2 wickets very early. Perkins and Ronke are both gone. So all it takes, remember, 185, all it takes is a couple of wickets. That's what we saw in obviously the Boundary Bashers innings. There was a couple of wickets that fell very early in quick succession, and then another couple fell, and another couple fell, and then 3 fell. And just like that, they were completely on the back foot. But you would have to say, chasing 183, the Vikings really should get up here from this situation they're in at the moment. They only need 80 runs. 4 wickets down now, though, so, anything could happen. Westwell 2 for 12. We still have Chiz to come back and bowl a little bit more. Lowe's picked up his 3rd as well. So this actually, now that I say it, 185 may be a fairly decent total on this pitch here. Still 50 runs left to go. Still about 20 overs to, left. But 5 wickets left in hand. And as I said, if we can get a couple of wickets here, it is going to make things very interesting. But I think Spearman and Illingworth are going to see the side home quite comfortably in the end. And again, because it is such a big victory, only by 4 wickets, but there is still 11.2 overs left to go. Illingworth, man of the match, of course. 36 not out of 41, 3 off 37. He will be very, very happy with that. But as we're going to go and have a look at the table in just a second, because the Boundary Bashers' net run rate was so good going into this game, and they've had such a heavy loss here, this could really impact the table. And so as we can see, the Vikings, who started off the episode, I believe, in 7th place, are now top. So that shows you how close this tournament is. 5 teams on 12 points, 2 teams on 10 points, and the wicket takers, who obviously took down the 2nd place Sharks today on 8 points. You wouldn't count anyone out. You wouldn't want to bet on anyone making the top 4 going in to the last 3 rounds, because anything could happen and everything probably will happen. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys have had an amazing weekend. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We have got some more Don Bradman, My Career, coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.